Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching in the world at the moment. Welcome here to the city of Kyoto for this Western Conference of the Japanese B.LEAGUE game between our host, Kyoto HANNARYZ, and the visitors, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Well, again, welcome, Basel fans. This is a Western Conference matchup between one team chasing playoff berth and maybe chasing a championship, while the other one chasing B.LEAGUE existence. Remember, the two worst teams in the Japanese B.LEAGUE will be relegated down to Division B2, while the top two teams in each division, along with two wildcards, will make up the 8 playoff positions in this season's B.LEAGUE. Well, there are your standings right now in the Japanese B.LEAGUE's Western Conference. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins with a record of 24-13 in second place, just behind defending champions Ryukyu Golden Kings, while Kyoto HANNARYZ with only 12 victories. They sit rock bottom, currently just below the the Osaka Avesa, a team that we're not quite used to seeing in the bottom of the division. But again, Kyoto trying to survive this season. Only got a lot of downs so far, but can they turn this one in their favor here tonight? Here's some highlights in the previous game, of course. And a very tough game here for Kyoto. Well, Kyoto HANNARYZ's issues we've had so far has been interior defense, but also the inability to be consistent from the perimeter. Something they're going to have to try to make sure they take care of business here tonight. There's Yuto Okada's penetration down the middle, just a slight little kiss off the backboard off the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Phenomenal play from them, another victory. And there you can see the Big Mac just going to work inside the paints. And that, of course, is Big Dog, Baby Shaq, Joshua Smith. Again, a lot of players are coming to the lineup. Scott Etherington, another key player so far here for Nagoya this season. The perimeter shooting has been good. Yutaro Suda, one of the sharpshooters of the Japanese B.LEAGUE, and maybe we will see him play for Japan's Akatsuki's 5 at the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. There are your stats, the head-to-head between these two teams. Nagoya averaging 82 points per game, as Kyoto only 77, but also giving up 84 points from their opponents. Nagoya is slightly better from the perimeter, 36% from downtown. Charles Jackson, the import player for Kyoto, is going to have a big job tonight, as he will be matched up with the likes of Robert Franks and Scott Etherington. Another disappointing thing about Kyoto this season, you look at the free throw count, only a 67% free throw shooting team. And this is a team that desperately needs to turn things around. We get set to introduce the visitors, coached by Scott Dennis, of course, the Australian national. Well, the key players to look out for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and hence why they've been so great this year, the likes of Scott Etherington, not to mention Yutaro Suda, the Japanese national player, Takumi Saito, who last season did play for the Chiba Jets. There's Takumi Saito. The two players have very similar names, as Takumi Saito and Takuma Sato. Sato was the one that did play for the Chiba Jets last year, but there you can see 12 points per game coming from Saito. Well, we'd like to give some early shout-outs on those who are watching live on YouTube. So shout-out to Mike Torres, Moso Magno, Tomasita Aranales, Sid Gaz, Zebi Jade, and Sada Louise. Well, Smith will be coming off the bench tonight for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, as always. I believe Tim Suarez, the Brazilian international, number 10, and Scott Etherington will be in. Well, no, they will not be, actually. So Etherington will be in the starting lineup, along with the likes of Takuma Sato, the former Chiba Jets player, and Taito Nakahigashi, along with point guard Takumi Saito. And Yutaro Suda will also come into the front 5 tonight here for Nagoya. So there's your starting 5 for today's visitors. Another shout out to Lucena Recato. Welcome, everybody. Japanese B.LEAGUE, very aware that we have many Filipino Basel fans watching, so magandang araw, magandang hapon, and magandang umaga, wherever you may be watching in the world. Maligayang pagdating. Let's get ready now to introduce KYOTO HANNARYZ, the home team for tonight. Well, welcome everybody to KYOTO. KYOTO HANNARYZ, our hosts. They only have 12 victories tonight. Rock bottom of the Western Conference. There's their lineup tonight. Kevin Jones, Charles Jackson, Matthew Wright, the Canadian-Filipino international player, did play for Gilas Filipinas. And now we get set to introduce the key players. And a big shout out to Cristela Siong, the MVP of all fans. Welcome, Cristela, a B.LEAGUE regular. Cristela says, go, go. Papa Ray. Bobby Ray Parks Jr., Ray Jr., of course, is going to be a key player. There's Yuta Okada in the Japanese B.LEAGUE Rising Stars All-Star game only a couple of weekends ago. That was hosted in Okinawa, Japan. Well, here come your starting five tonight for KYOTO HANNARYZ, and I believe we are going to see Charles Jackson and Matthew Wright in that lineup. Well, this is a team that has struggled this season, so trying to get things going, finding that consistency has been the key for KYOTO HANNARYZ. Well, many Gilas Filipinas fans, the Puso Pride as they call it, have tuned in this morning to see this man, Charles Jackson. At one point did play in Germany for Telekom Basketball last season's defending champions of the FIBA Basketball Champions League. Then decided to move to Japan only quite a few years ago. Kevin Jones, one of their key import players, he's got to play big tonight. Oroto Hanzawa will also make the starting lineup. The final position will go to number 77, Yuta Okada. A shout out to Chrissy Ochoa, supporting the Smith family, and to Choi B. Salamat Belange. Well, he's not playing today, but well, Basel fans, wherever you may be watching, let us know where in the world you are currently watching this game so we can give you a shout out. This head coach Roy Rana led the Egyptian national team to the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and he also took his team to Manila at the Mall of Asia Arena. Well, they were unable to get outside the group stage, but now he's got a bigger job to try and turn things around. Coach Dennis from Australia has done a phenomenal job of turning the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins into a B.LEAGUE playoff contender. The question will be, how far can this team go? Currently second place here in the Western Conference. We will find out momentarily how these two teams will kick things underway. Well, there are your starting lineups. Yuta Okada, number 77 for KYOTO HANNARYZ, will match up with Takumi Saito, number 2 in the backcourt. Matthew Wright, he will be defending Yutaro Suda. This is going to be a big one. KYOTO HANNARYZ, they have to win tonight. They have to maintain their B.LEAGUE presence. Well, we'd like to give some shout-outs again already. So, OFW Soul Walker, currently watching from South Korea. Jonah Rosales, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins fans. Welcome, Jonah. And now the LA Orna. Well, the other game will be streamed later, I believe, between San Antonio Phoenix and Ivy Valenzuela. Let's go Dolphins, Team Ray Ray. One of your players to look out for in this game, number 11, Satoru Maeda. A rising star here in Japan and a very highly regarded young player, only 26 years of age. standing at 192 centimeters. That's roughly 6'2". Oh, Everton will jump this one with Jackson, run away, and it will be KYOTO who have the first possession. Carter here in the backcourt, coming off a season high of 15 assists in his last game for HANNARYZ. Jackson in the post. Right wide open for three. This one's up, no good. But Charles Jackson with the offensive board. Has to boo his way to the bucket, can't get it, but the offensive rebound is good. Kevin Jones comes up with a loose one. And Jones, veteran player, 34 years of age. Still leading the way here in the front court for KYOTO. Everton go pick and roll. Yutaro Suda wide open. Three is up, no good. That's good execution, though, by the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Jones looking to go pick and roll here. Right pass, he got the double team to get a wide open look in the corner. Another three's up. Another offensive board, though, trying to battle his way to the bucket. Missing. A tough layup under pressure. Nagoya still looking for their first field goal. Can they build something here early on? Suda going in. Inside layup. No help side defense. Strong finish by Yutaro Suda. Well, shout out to Tan watching live on YouTube. Go Diamond Dolphins, Ray Parks, and team bless you all. It's going to be a turnover here for KYOTO. Well, is there any love here for Matthew Wright? Takuma Sato last season played for the team everybody thought was going to win the championship. Being the Chiba Jets, but losing in the final to the Ryukyu Golden Kings. And Nagoya patiently trying to get into a half-court set. Everton setting the ball screen for Saito. Here's a post entry. Defense collapsing. Now they get another three. This one's up. Beautifully tucked away. Well, the three is ice from downtown by Taito Nakahigashi. Well, shout out to Maribeth Sakai saying good luck, Daddy Ray from the Philippines. Well, welcome to all of our Filipino basketball fans watching live in Gilas, Pilipinas, and all over the world. Puso. Nag-aaral ng Tagalog. Interesting, the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins coming out in an early 2-3 zone. Quite a defensive statement here because they don't believe that KYOTO are a great three-point shooting team. A nice no-look dime. Everton looking to take on Charles Jackson here in the post. The foul has been called on the ground against KYOTO HANNARYZ. I think this one is going to be called against Matthew Wright. Well, let's have a look at the replay right there. We have to love Matthew Wright's response. I looked at the ref and said, what did I do? Well, Matthew, you fouled him. I got it. Nakahigashi just taking him inside the lane. That's a bit of bully basketball. Well, 5 points already for Taito Nakahigashi, number 12. Well, shout out to Shane Paul Moscadon, watching from the Philippines. What's up, Shane? Welcome, brother. Caught in the double team, just kicking it off the foot of Scott Everton. You can see how aggressive Nagoya Diamond Dolphins defense is. Anytime they sense a little bit of weakness in KYOTO's offense, they will go for that backcourt double team. Here's the penetration, a much better play. That's one way to attack the zone. Oroto Hanzawa just coming down a three-point ball game. Well, that's a beautiful little finger roll. Well, what a play there by Takumi Saito. Kept that in one hand. And Jones trying to dribble out of the pressure. Maybe got away with the backcourt. Right wide open. This one's up, and it's good. Well, Matthew Wright's got to catch fire tonight. If they're going to have any chance of winning this game, he's got to have a good night from the perimeter. 2-point ball game already. Well, Basel fans, we do head closer and closer to the FIBA Asia Cup international break. Another three coming from downtown, easily tucked away by Yutaro Suda. Well, Suda is a good three-point shooter. Kind of kicks out. Wright made his last three. Doesn't get this one, but that's a good look for Matthew Wright. But he's got to knock him down. KYOTO depend on him. 5-point lead. Edison pump fake. Trying to take on Jackson. Saito also running circles. Puts up a Hail Mary floater. I mean, that's something you see on PlayStation 5 on NBA 2K. That floater went over the backboard. Well, you got to give him credit for the confidence. Coach Dennis maybe looking at the back of his bench. Is it Bobby Ray Parks Jr. time? Change coming in for KYOTO HANNARYZ. Satoru Maeda checking into the game, only 26 years of age. All right for another three. He's 1 for 4 at the moment. He's not leaving him wide open. He is struggling a little. Got a good defense, but it gets back in the hands of Takumi Saito. Saito goes in for a lob, finding Etherton. Suda wide open. He's made 1 3. Well, that's a good look, but he's got to make it. Baby Shaq with a rebound. Saito wide open. 3. The foul's going to be called on the ground. Well, may have been an illegal box out of some sorts, but possession's going to remain with the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. I think this one's going to be called against Satoru Maeda, number 11 for the HANNARYZ. Oh, shout out to John Danhauser. I guess supporting Joshua Smith. And shout out to Hannah Penaranda. Bobby Ray Parks penetrates, kicks this one out. Nagoya go for another 3. Unable to connect with this one. Jones with a rebound now. Can KYOTO chip into the deficit? And Check Diallo just checking into the game for the first time for KYOTO. That's the movement off the ball right now. The defense of Nagoya. Penetration. A nice little dip down. The shooter's roll does count. And that one has been beautifully made. But again, look how quickly Nagoya just get the ball up the floor. Well, Seiya Konishi made the 2-point shot for KYOTO. Check the island in the lane. A little bit too soft on that one. Well, Bobby Ray Parks for 3. Got it! Ray! Well, Bobby Ray Parks Jr. left wide open. Big mistake by KYOTO HANNARYZ. And a timeout's going to be called. Pues ahora yo quiero hablar español a David Ramírez. Hola, ¿dónde estás mirando este partido de baloncesto Japón? Sí, claro, tenemos un Shaquille O'Neal en la cancha, Joshua Smith. Que se llama Baby Shaq. Bienvenidos, David. ¿Dónde estás ahora? De nada, mi amigo. Hablo un poquito español, pero no estudié mucho. Pero Lo siento por mi español malo. Well, again, if you want to shout out here, let us know where in the world you're watching this game and which team are you supporting. Are you supporting KYOTO? Or are you following Nagoya Diamond Dolphins? Matthew Wright back in the game. Well, Jackson down. Oh, my goodness. Magandanga B. Ayasu Minasai. Buenas noches. Deep dunk, but again, a beautiful three. Yutaro Suda responding with a bit of run and gun there at the moment. Charles Jackson decided to take a body with him, but again, the transition defense of KYOTO just lacking immensely, and I think a 3-second violation is going to be called against KYOTO HANNARYZ. Oh, right there, it's on Jackson, actually, so no 3-second. It is a foul. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Smith going in. Baby Shaq getting fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. While many Filipino basketball fans will remember Joshua Smith when he did play in the PBA. Well, Baby Shaq currently at the free throw line here for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Well, he has been a huge revelation so far, coming off the bench regularly for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. While most teams that he would play for in the B-League, he would be the starting center, no doubt. Originally from Kenwood, Washington, went to UCLA, then finished at Georgetown in 2015. Now remember, he played in the PBA on 2 occasions for TNT Tropangiga. Started in Japan, of course, with KYOTO HANNARYZ and went to play for Toyama Grouses. Now finds himself here with Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Baby Shaq. Point ball game to Nagoya. KYOTO, as they've done all season, struggling immensely here in this league. Kind of going for a long 2. That's way off the mark. He's not really renowned for his perimeter shooting. Goes out of bounds, and that's going to go back to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Oh, good defense by Matthew Wright. Now, can he finish? That is Puso on Puso there. Matthew Wright going up to 5 points already, 33 years of age. Slightly older than Bobby Ray Parks Jr. Ray, bit of contact, goes to the floater, can't get it. Right with the rebounds. A nice pass there, transition. All of a sudden, it's a 4-0 run for KYOTO HANNARYZ. Right with the steal, right with the bucket, right with the dime. Everything going right at the moment here for KYOTO. Can they deal here with Baby Shaq? He's unable to get it. Jackson with the rebound. Well, Matthew Wright, what was he thinking? Well, why would you give it to Charles Jackson midcourt? Well, after giving him a lot of accolades, Matthew Wright making a bit of a schoolboy error. Have to be a little bit more intelligent than that. Well, Wright, of course, a phenomenal player. Spent some time playing in the Philippines, then making the move to Japan, where he's had a very good career here. His team at the bottom of the Western Conference. A nice dump down play. Now it's a 6-0 run for KYOTO HANNARYZ. And Coach Dennis is going to call timeout as his team. The moment showing quite a few vulnerable aspects in the defense and the offense. So we're going to take a timeout. We will be back momentarily. And I see KYOTO HANNARYZ setting back into a 2-3 zone. That's an interesting decision because Nagoya are a very good three-point shooting team. Here's a pump fake. Pulls up just outside the key off the backboard. Smooth as they come. Kumasato played in the B.LEAGUE final last season against Ryukyu Golden Kings. And he was playing for the Chiba Jets. Oh, nice little three-pointer tucked away from downtown, and Kevin Jones getting in on the action. Well, it was an 11-point deficit. Now it's just down to 4. Edison finding Bobby Ray Parks. Turns this over. Jones comes up with it. KYOTO looking to make this a one-possession ball game. Maybe a one-point ball game if they hit a three-pointer. Nagoya going back into a matchup. Man-to-man defense. Making a tough pass. Well, we gotta move the ball a bit quicker. Okada's still in the ball's hands. Forces up a very poor shot. And that's a poor offense, but Jones in with the offensive board. Too big, too strong, and simply just too good. Edison, final shot here in the first quarter, easily knocks that one down. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins up 5 points here at the end of the first quarter. They lead this one 27-22. This is Japanese B.LEAGUE basketball. We'll take a short break of 2 minutes, and we will be back momentarily. Well, welcome back, basketball fans. You saw some of the top plays of the first quarter. Currently is a 5-point lead to the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Thank you to that man, Scott Etherton. Well, the other game going on currently, Chiba Jets Tokyo Alvak up against San and Neo Phoenix. The Goatmentator, Jeff Taylor, currently commentating that game. Well, currently on this screen, we have KYOTO HANNARYZ versus Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Matthew Wright having some good moments in this game so far for KYOTO. Bobby Ray Parks Jr., Papa Ray with one three-pointer. Matchup man-to-man defense by KYOTO HANNARYZ. Well, finding Takumi Saito. It's the play to look out for, along with Yuto Okada. They're both defending each other. Edison down the middle, bit of contact. No foul called. Well, that's a strong move by Scott Edison, setting the ball screen. Rolling right to the rack. Okada called the double teams. Got to pass out this one. Turns it over. And Yuto Okada sometimes makes very costly decisions. That's what you like about Nagoya. It's quite a quick approach to transition, but they go for the right shot, and they move the ball effectively. Saito penetrates. It's going to Saito for three. Unable to connect. That's good offense, though. They got a ball reversal. They managed to get a good shot. Finding right in the corner. Takes a tough three. Rights up. Got it. Oh, no, excuse me. My apologies. That is Satoru Maeda. Well, shout out to Guy That Loves Potatoes and Justin Rao, indeed. Justin from Syracuse. What's up, brother? Nice play by Saito, finding Edison, and the defense here by KYOTO. Well, it's too soft. It's too easy. Well, Justin Rao, you are indeed correct. Baby Shaq has come into the game. He's had some good minutes. Jones picks and pops. He hits his second triple. And KYOTO doing everything and anything to stay in this game. Well, Edison again off the pick and roll, and that's a problem. KYOTO don't have the size. They don't have a power forward out there. They do indeed, but you know what? I contradicted what I just said, but what I meant to say was Nagoya do a good job of bringing the bigs of both Kevin Jones and Charles Jackson away from the paint. And that's what's allowing Scott Edison so many easy looks off the ball screens. Maitsu penetrates, goes in for a teardrop. And the follow-up is good by Kevin Jones. Jones has got to be relentless tonight. It's been good from the perimeter, but if he continues to be relentless and go for those follow-ups, second chance points could be a factor. Well, Yuto Okada is going to get called for the foul chasing Takumi Saito on the ball screen. Just a little overzealous there. Just holding on, you can see. Good call. Well, Coach Dennis making a change. Takuma Sato, the former Chiba Jets player, checking out. KYOTO going back into his own defense. Smith into the game. Utada Suda pump fakes. And again, Suda decision there. You can see the defense collapsing all around Josh Smith. They knew where the ball was going. They know Nagoya's bread and butter when Joshua Smith is in the game. Both teams showing a lot of 2-3 zone. That's how the game over the three. It's in the corner, no good. But Nagoya secure a loose ball. Now, can they push something here in transition? Smith looking to hand off. Trying to find Suda. Time winding down. Nakahigashi with the ball in his hands. Those are a tough step back mid-range. Again, that is a tough play with a capital T. Well, just to find this. Yo, what's up? My guy C-Hot is in the YouTube chat. What's up, brother? C-Hot, my guy, MVP. Good to see you, bro. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. This is good ball movement. Now they get a wide open three. It's up, but no good. A good offensive rebound. To Hanzawa. Check Diallo. Probably going to see him featured at the FIBA Afrobasket qualifiers coming up in 2 weeks. Nice pick and roll. Diallo, one more pass. Reverse layup. And that's probably the best build-up, the best offense, the best execution we've seen for Kyoto tonight. Still a three-point deficit. They were down by as many as 11 points. Super pick and roll, finding Evanston. How many times is Scott Evanston? How easy is it? All he does is set a ball screen, rolls to the rack, and gets a wide-open layup. Roy Ron has got to ask the question. The moment it's not acceptable from his defense. Finds Diallo. Diallo pump fakes, kicks out, had the three-pointer. Foul's going to be called on the ground with 5:05 to go. Well, Ray coming back in the game for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Gilas Filipinos player didn't feature at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Did play for them in the World Cup qualifiers. Kyoto trying to break down the zone. 5-point ball game. 5 on the shot clock. Lots of poor pass. Poor execution and another turnover. Well, timeout's going to be called. And see, Hard, you're right. Kyoto, they don't really quite have the balance. Well, the bigs they do have is Charles Jackson, veteran big, 6'10". Kevin Jones is more of a stretch forward, to be honest. And Check Diallo. Or as you look at the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, I mean, it's a huge lineup they have. And the interesting thing about Nagoya, no Robert Franks today either. It's probably one of their best players for that matter. Well, we're under 5 minutes. And it is a 5-point lead to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Going in with a Euro step. Tell you now, Kyoto have numbers. They got to push this one. Jackson down the middle. That's almost another turnover. Matthew Wright back in the game for Kyoto. That's good execution, good penetration, and check. Diallo with the check. Three-point deficit. Kyoto were down by as many as 11. Rock bottom of the B-League with the third worst record in the league of only 12 victories. Well, Yuto Kata almost got called out there because Yutaro Suda, number 11 for Nagoya, was going to go in for the weak side rebound. It's little things like those that really have hurt Roy Rana's team as Takuma Sato checks back in. Jackson pump fakes, goes up with it, gets the M1. He'll go to the free throw line, a chance to make this a chance to tie this game up with 3:47 to go here in the first half. And so continue to battle back here regardless. Foul is going to be called against Takuma Sato. Slightest of touches, but very poor foul to give away. Well, he had quite a good career playing in Europe. He did play for Telekom Basketball, as we mentioned at the beginning of the game. Last season's FIBA Basketball Champions League winners. Well, left them to come to Japan quite a few years ago. Quite a renowned professional, very experienced Charles Jackson. It's over 3.5 here in the second quarter. Nagoya looking to regain the lead. Bobby Ray finding Josh Smith. Baby Shaq just bullying his way to the bucket. Well, I don't even think Shaquille O'Neal could guard Joshua Smith. No force. In Japan, USA, Philippines, heaven and earth can stop Baby Shaq, the former TNT Chopan Giga player when he played in the PBA. Jackson's going to get called for the foul. It's his second personal. So Roy Rana's got a change to make. That means Kevin Jones is going to come in and have to match up with Smith, which probably means we're going to see a lot more double teams whenever Smith gets the ball inside the paint, which then is going to leave Kyoto's defense a little bit vulnerable because somebody's going to be wide open. And Nagoya like to shoot the three. Oh, he missed a three-point play. Well, guy that loves potatoes, Joshua Smith, indeed, is one hell of a basketball player. Did play in the PBA, mind you. Right now, oh, what a fake. Right goes in. Laban Pilipinas. Puso. Well, you like the bull fake there from Matthew Wright. Wright sent him the wrong way, then laid it in on the right way. An offensive foul is going to be called against Scott Eddington for the illegal screen. 2:51 to go. Kyoto looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Well, we're under 3 minutes here in the first half. Kyoto looking for their first lead. Well, see hot indeed. It was silky smooth, and it was the right move to make by Matthew Wright. Can Kyoto get that first lead here tonight? The rock bottom of the Western Conference, while Nagoya currently second. Another foul's drawn. Diallo top of the key. Well, guy that loves potatoes, the thing with Matthew Wright is he's a confidence player. He makes a few three-pointers early on. He's going to have a great game. But he's the kind of player that if he shoots well from the perimeter, he will be the game changer. If not, it's very tough to find out what his role is when he isn't making threes. He's hit one tonight, though. 1 for 4. There's another one. Make it 1 for 5. The Wright comes up with a loose ball. The good looks, though. And they're going to call a foul on the ground. This should be free throws coming up for Kyoto. Well, Nagoya is going to call timeout. They're going to talk it over with just over 2 minutes here in the first half. The foul's going to be called against Takuma Sato. Well, 2 free throws coming up here for Cheikh Diallo. Number 31 for KYOTO HANNARYZ. It's been quite an introduction so far for him in the B-League this season. Cheikh Diallo, originally from Mali. The Mali international, did play in the NBA. He played for the Phoenix Suns, not to mention New Orleans Pelicans, Detroit Pistons. He started with KYOTO back in 2022 last season. KYOTO going back in that 2-3 zone defense. 10 here on the shot clock for Nagoya. Trying to find Bobby Ray Parks in the baseline runner. Suda from no man's land. So Hail Mary 3 can't get it. Right with a rebound. Well, KYOTO undeniably trying to do everything they can to make themselves relevant in this game. They have struggled in what has been a miserable season so far. Jones going for the ISO. This is good passing from KYOTO, but they got to get a good shot now. That's a one-legged three-pointer and the shot clock, but an offensive rebound by Jones. No foul calls. Cheikh Diallo with the offensive rebound. And he flexes the guns. But again, it's a quick transition play by Nagoya, but they turn it over. Okada comes up with it. 3-point ball game. Oh, twisting, spinning. Not a foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. All of a sudden, KYOTO turning the momentum. The tide of this game has changed. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins on the back heel. Well, Yuta Okada, there's a lot to like about this young man. Very exciting player. I'd say the one thing about Yuta Okada is the unpredictability of his game. There's a lot of good things he can do, but sometimes may just do a little bit too much, which at times does affect his team. Well, he makes them both. Biggest lead of the game for KYOTO. 1 minute here in the first half. Here on the shot clock for the Dolphins. Saito pulls in. It's defensively like that. You got to ask the question to Roy Rana's players. That's too easy. And Takumi Saito just penetrated, found a little gap. That's between your two top two on the zone. So if I'm Roy Rana, I'm infuriated with my team's defense. Well, timeout has been called. I mean, right here, let's look at the replay. Here's Saito. Right between them both. That's not acceptable. That's not aggressive enough on the zone. Because then that leaves Cheikh Diallo at the back. He's a central player of the 2-3 zone. He's then going to play cat and mouse between Saito and not to mention the likes of the big fella down low, Scott Etherton. Well, Kristelis Young, it's been a good game so far, so welcome back to the MVP. We got 2 MVPs, Kristelis Young and C-Hot. And I love Guy Potatoes as well. Well, guy that loves potatoes. But it's a close game. Santa Neo Phoenix on the other game, currently playing against Tokyo Alvak. The great Jeff Taylor, the greatest commentator in the world, covering that game at the moment. Well, unfortunately, in this game, you are stuck with me. Well, shout out to my guy, Gabby Chiyonofuji. What's up? Ohio, brother. Mugging done it out. Matthew right in the backcourt. Turns it over. Well, that is going to kill the confidence of these KYOTO HANNARYZ players who got it back to a 5-point lead. Deep one's up, and again, beautifully ties the game up. Takumi Saito, what a game changer. Shout out to you, Gabby. Good to see you as always. And thank you for tuning into British Basketball League only a few months ago. Okada finding Matthew Wright. Catches a tough pass. Wright's got to force up a Hail Mary three. 1 for 6 from downtown. Well, Wright made his first trade ball, but since then he has struggled immensely. .1 left here in the first half. Nagoya will get it back. Only finds Smith. Smith goes fade away. Almost got it. Baby Shaq. Well, just adding a new arsenal to his game already. Unable to hit the three-pointer. Well, what a game we have here. We're all locked in at 44 apiece. KYOTO HANNARYZ currently hosting Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. This is a Western Conference fixture. KYOTO currently bottom of the division with only 12 victories. While Nagoya may be chasing a B.LEAGUE championship this season. Nagoya's record of 24-15, sitting right behind the Ruku Golden Kings, last season's defending champions. Basel fans, it's halftime. Go get a drink. Go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, as we will be back for the second half in just under 20 minutes. This is B.LEAGUE Basketball. Well, welcome back, fans. We try to go through the top plays of the first half between Nagoya Diamond Dolphins and, of course, KYOTO HANNARYZ, our hosts, who are currently locked in at 44 apiece. Well, interesting to know, Nagoya Diamond Dolphins missing the top scorer today, Robert Franks, with his size and rebounding, giving up 10 offensive rebounds that led to 11 second chance points. So while the game is currently at 62%, shooting from the field from Nagoya, the game is tied at the moment. Well, shout out to Hirose, our stat man for the game, giving us all the best stats. Matthew Wright with a fake pass going in and finishing just around the bucket. Well, Wright turned that one over. Takumi Saito came up with it. Bobby Ray Parks making one more pass, and Saito tying the game up as he drilled that tray ball. Well, there are your stats from the game. KYOTO currently 14 for 21 from inside the rainbow. 4 for 15 from downtown. 6 3-pointers coming from Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Interesting that you notice without Robert Franks, the rebounding count has gone in favor of KYOTO HANNARYZ. But turnovers have been an issue. Something both of these teams definitely need to clean up here as we head into the second half. The margin for error here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE. Well, second half will commence underway very shortly, but at the moment, it's a Western Conference fixture. KYOTO HANNARYZ, bottom of the Western Conference, led at the moment by Kevin Jones with 14 points. Well, Matthew Wright did have 7 points, but he is 1 for 6 from downtown. He's a confidence volume 3-point shooter. Well, Scott Etherton didn't feature too much in the second quarter, but he's had a field day for getting a lot of ball screens, well, especially setting those screens and getting them off the roll. Jones currently 5 rebounds away from a potential double-double. Followed up by Jackson with 4 and Check Diallo. Well, due to the absence of Robert Franks, you can see the rebounding count has been led by Josh Smith, who regularly does come off the bench. Yuta Okada currently leading the game in assists with 6 so far here in the first half. Saito and Yutaro Suda and Scott Etherton, for that matter, all 3 of them combined total of 9 assists, 3 each. Well, there's your head-to-head. 2 points to Yuta Okada and 6 assists, but 7 points for Takumi Saito. Currently leading the way in this head-to-head between these two players. Well, second half about to get back underway. Who will win this one? Will Nagoya further cement themselves in a playoff spot for this season's B.LEAGUE Championship? Can KYOTO just further cement their position in the Japanese B1 and avoid relegation to B2? KYOTO will get the first possession, a change in the zone defense. They're going 3 high with 2 at the back. So 3-2 zone. Jones pump fakes, takes a 3. This one's up, still can't get it. Well, he hit some 3s in the first half, but that was a good look for him. Oh, deep one from Nagoya. Make that 7 tray balls. That's 7-3 of the night coming from Yutaro Suda. He now moves up to 11. This is good ball. Somebody's got to shoot it here. Nice pass by Wright. In the end, it's finished by Kevin Jones, leading scorer in this game. The assist coming from the Filipino player Matthew Wright. Well, everybody would like to see Wright feature for Gilas Pilipinas as we head into the next round of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. My apologies there. Bit of a tongue twister. Edison thinks about it. Now tries to penetrate, spins around, gets his own rebound. You got to box him out. Okada going back door. Remember, he leads the game with assists. 6 so far in the game. Jackson goes up, and another one. Make it 7 here for Yuto Okada. That's how they got to play. They got to try and manipulate and get the big man going down low. Veteran player Charles Jackson. Saito behind the back. That's got to be play of the season. What a dime. Sublime primetime dime coming from Takumi Saito. They come up with a steal. Saito can't get the layup, but go back to that previous play. That was Steve Nash-esque. Foul has been cool, but I want to go back to the replay. Takumi Saito's behind the back dime, finding Scott Editon. Right going down low by Jackson. I think they're going to call a jump ball, so that's going to be possession to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins because Kyoto had the first possession here in the second half. Good defense by Takuma Sato. We got number 2 Takumi Saito in the backcourt, and Takuma Sato. That's a 3-stretch 4 for Kyoto. For Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Try to go again for the same play. Editon wasn't ready for it. There's the alley-oop, and good night. Ayasu Minasai. Maganda Gabi. Well, those two got it going on the pick and roll. Now it is a 5-point ball game. A nice little finish under the basket. Look how quickly Nagoya get the ball up the floor. This is why they're a championship contender. They play quick, but they play organized. Saito all the way, fouls called, gets Yam one. Well, he's going to the free throw line here for the 3-point play. Well, I've just been asked a good question by Norman Granadosin. I'm going to call this Norman's Q's Weekly. I like these Q's. Josh, who would you rather have in general, no matter who the coach is? 30 Ravenna or Calvin Abueva, and why? Well, Calvin Abueva is a good player, but I'm going with 30 Ravenna. That's a no-brainer for me. 30's progression this season has been phenomenal. Not only has he become a phenomenal slasher and defender, but, he's become more of a perimeter threat this year for San Antonio Phoenix. So I'm taking 30 in my team. Strong as a bull, quick as lightning. He's improved so many aspects of his game, 30. So, yep, 30 is the answer for me, brother. 6-point lead to Nagoya. Kyoto needs to mentally try and stay in here. Try and go down low. His own defense coming up with a tough shot. Higashi trying to go off the backboard, too strong. Nobody helping out Charles Jackson, but it's going to remain Kyoto ball. Foul's going to be called against Takumi Saito. He's had a phenomenal game tonight. Interested to see what contention he gets for the Japanese national team coming up for the first window of the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. Wright's only made one tonight. God, still struggling. 1 for 7 from the perimeter tonight here for Matthew Wright. It's not going to be a turnover. Well, Norman Granadosin, if you're currently still watching, I have a question for you now. Who would you like to see be the head coach of Gilas Pilipinas for the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers and the upcoming FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament? Let me know in the comment bank, brother. Well, shout out to Emily Tycho. No problem, Norman. Thank you for your kindness as well. Kindness is free. Roy Rana, head coach of KYOTO HANNARYZ, did coach this summer in the Philippines at the FIBA Basketball World Cup with Egypt. Leading that Egyptian national team to the World Cup, that was a big accomplishment. Nice little floater. Baby Shaq with the offensive board. Too easy. Again, you got to love the work ethic of Joshua Smith. Many people just talk about him being a big, strong player, but, you know, his intelligence to follow up for offensive rebounds, and he puts himself into such good position as well. Many TNT Tropan Giga fans will remember, just committed quite a hard foul against Charles Jackson. I think Jackson may have had the wind knocked out of him. But shout out to this guy, Joshua Smith. Of course, many PBA fans will remember when he played for TNT Tropan Giga. I mean, he's a workhorse. He works his socks off. Seconds now on the shot clock here for KYOTO. They got to get something going. They got to shoot it. 24-second violation. And now at the moment you can see no identity. No real prowess on offense for KYOTO. Choking under intense pressure due to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins defense. 5-11. We got a timeout coming up. These two teams will talk it over. Just over 5 minutes to go here. 8-point ball game. Nagoya trying to set a little bit of daylight between them and KYOTO. Ray with a penetration. Throws a tough pass to Josh Smith. Made 1-3 tonight. Can't get this one. Another offensive board. And it's only going to be one outcome where Baby Shaq gets the ball inside the paint. On KYOTO's simple basketball there, they just don't take care of the rebounds. 10-point ball game at the moment. Carter penetrates. He'll go to the free throw line. 4:35 to go. 10-point lead, and Scott Etherson's trying to say, hey, ref, look. He fouled me. Let's have a look at the replay. There's the first foul. There's the second foul on Ethersson. So, yeah, pick which one you like. Well, Scott Edson saying, referee, it's not fair. It's just not fair. He fouled me. And Okada's saying, no, you fouled me, actually. He has to go to the free throw line. Looks like he's in quite a bit of discomfort. Well, Okada currently at the free throw line here for Kyoto. And C-Hod, you said it, brother. They just cannot stop Baby Shaq. He is simply an immovable, or an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Two combined together. He's a great player, too. Saito from downtown doesn't get it. Jack Diallo, the Malian international former NBA player, checking into the game. Well, Pratik Mishra, indeed, yeah. Currently we have Cheikh Diallo on the floor, number 31 there for KYOTO HANNARYZ. Played for the Pelicans, Detroit Pistons, Phoenix Suns as well. I believe played for quite a few NBA teams. That's a good comparison. I mean, that's the thing with Yuto Okada. C-Hod just made a great comparison. He is a 2K player. He's very talented, but it's like I said, in international basketball, you got to rely on point guards who are going to try to orchestrate the offense. And, you know, as good as he is, sometimes he just holds on to the ball a little too long. Ray Ray's made 1 3. He's 1 for 3 now. Edison tries to tip it. No good. Smith got it by Jones. Another turnover now. Can Kyoto go quickly here? That's what I'm saying. You got to play it down. Push the tempo. Wright's made 1. Still now 1 for 8. That's a tough pass. Got 2 players around Jackson. We come back up. Wright 1 for 8. 2 for 9. Salamat. Sorry. Salamat. Matthew Wright. Wright trying to prevent. It's getting a quick offensive rebound for Smith. 5-point ball game. Maki Higashi from downtown. Can't get it. And this time, Cheikh Diallo, the former NBA player, comes up with it. Jackson finds Wright, goes up, gets rejected. And a technical foul is going to be called against Matthew Wright for protesting. He felt there should have been a foul called. Well, the free throw will be taken by Papa Ray Ray. Bobby Ray Parks Jr. currently at the free throw line. Makes the free throw. 6-1 lead to Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, second in the West. Currently just sitting behind the defending champions, the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Up against bottom in the West, KYOTO HANNARYZ with only 12 victories this season. C-Hod, yeah, that's a very good analysis, I'd say. It's just the fact is holding on to the rock just a little too long. Ray penetrates, nowhere to go. Nice cut to the basket, he misses. Smith, the offensive board, doesn't get the and one. but he will go to the free throw line. And there you can see Cheikh Diallo saying to the referee, "Ref, he is camping inside the paint." 2001. But the thing is, there should be no arguments because when the shot goes up, the 3 seconds resets itself. Well, a lot of people are asking about any NBA players. If you look at the team above Nagoya, here in the Western Conference, #1, the defending champions, the Ryukyu Golden Kings, 2 ex-NBA players. Vic Law played for the Orlando Magic. And of course, Jack Cooley, the man with the most beautiful hair in all world basketball. Can't remember the hair gel he uses in Okinawa, but he also played for the Sacramento Kings. Well, Baby Shaq is better than regular Shaq at free throws. Wright had a wide open 3, decided not to take this one. Diallo finds Wright. Wright made his last one. Just can't find consistency here this evening. Just under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Nakahigashi down. So going to a man defense, right with the offensive board, and see hard, you said it, unstoppable. Okada 3 in the corner. Again, can't connect. Jackson the offensive board. The follow-up no good, but Cheikh Diallo cleans up. With just over 1 minute here in the third quarter. Kyoto desperately trying to keep this in single digits. Smith's got to isolate, spins around, putting a double team. Tip in's good, and one more time. Well, that's a case of Kyoto having the very last donut, but nobody called box out. Follow-up is good by Minato Kikuchi. That's Okada there, that's poor. That's a very poor box out. Well, third foul against Yuta Okada. Kikuchi currently at the free throw line. 39.9 left. A chance to make this an 11-point ball game. Under 10 here on the shot clock. Right back to Charles Jackson. Goes in with your step. Just can't get it. No foul calls. Now Nagoya can have the very final possession of the third quarter. And Nakigashi turns it over now. Kyoto, last seconds, got to shoot it. Is there a bit of contact? There's a question. No protest coming whatsoever from Ryota Hanzawa. But this is an 11-point ball game as we head into the final 10 minutes. Joshua Smith has played some big moments so far here in the third quarter. He's playing phenomenal tonight here for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. The other game going on at the moment. 30 Ravenna, San Antonio Phoenix currently leading against Outlock Tokyo. Turnaround has been for San Antonio Phoenix, a team who season after season has struggled to make themselves a playoff contender. All of a sudden, they look like B.LEAGUE championship contenders this year. Well, Nagoya will get the first possession, leading by 11. Ray goes for the bump, but they're going to call a traveling violation. Well, foul's going to be called on the ground. It's the first foul here in the fourth quarter. So Takumi Saito. Third foul on Saito. They lead by 11 points. Just taking care of this quarter will be the key now. But Kyoto's got to fight back. Right penetrates. The contact goes in. Just can't get it. Another foul on the ground. This one's going to be called against Bobby Ray Parks Jr., I believe. That's a good move by Matthew Wright. Probably could have got a bit of foul there, but Ray with his first personal of the game. Kind of looking to isolate. Goes for a step back three. It's up, no good. Jones offensive rebound. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. The entire bench showing a protest as they do not agree with that call, but that's the right one in my mind. And it's on Bobby Ray Parks Jr. There's a three-pointer. Jones the offensive rebound. I don't know what they're arguing about. Foul as clear as anything. Free throw is so imperative at this moment in the game. When you're down by 11, you got to make them all. Scored 16-9. He's been good. You do not want to look back on this game and think the outcome could have been different. Had you made your free throws, the anxiety and nerves being showed and displayed by the KYOTO HANNARYZ fans as he makes a second one. Natsu coming back in the game. Check Diallo as well, checking back in. KYOTO going with a new uniform today. Quite cool, actually. The black and gray, usually coming out with the teal and white or teal and black. I like the branding of KYOTO HANNARYZ. I want one of those jerseys. Finds Edison, goes in. This time he can't get it. That's good defense. But can KYOTO pick themselves up offensively? You gotta love that. Check Diallo. Well, just threw Kikuchi to the ground like a rag doll. Well, I doubt the foul was on Kikuchi, but I think Check Diallo should get a speaking to as well. Jones goes in, no foul called this time. Good defense by Scott Edison. Ray looking to attack. Nowhere to go here. Let's go baseline, reverse layup, and Ray just getting right to the buckets. 12-point lead to Nagoya. Try another three, and again, nothing dropping. Nobody crashing the boards. That's where KYOTO now let themselves down here in the second half. Hudson penetrates. The foul's called on the ground, so it will be Nagoya ball on the baseline. Saito the big three, and now it's a 15-point lead to the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. As Roy Ronick calls timeout for KYOTO HANNARYZ, they've got to find a way back, because at the moment, the mountain's becoming too high to climb. $15-point ball game. Nagoya going into his own defense. KYOTO have struggled from the perimeter side. Now we got 5 here on the shot clock. Throwing a tough pass. It's going to be another 24-second violation. That's how the game's gone here for KYOTO in the second half. Just poor composure. But good defense by Nagoya. Smith finding Ray. Bobby Ray Parks, bit of contact, goes in, can't finish. Just what KYOTO's got to try to be quick. They take too long getting the ball up the floor off a missed shot or a turnover. Gallo from the mid-range. Again, he takes those shots. Who's getting your offensive boards? No Charles Jackson on the floor. Saito finding Yutaro Suda. Suda thinks like looks like he's gonna shoot it. Yeah, he does. Probably not the best decision when you got it by Kevin Jones, but they lead by 15. Not too much to worry for Nagoya. There's a wide open look. There's a three, and again it's off. But Jones with the offensive rebound. That's gonna be 2 free throws coming up for KYOTO. I mean, KYOTO's already in the penalty. I mean, if they wanted to, could chip at this possession by possession, getting to the charity stripe. Well, Ray checks out. Remember, no Robert Frank, so Tim Suarez, the Brazilian international for Nagoya tonight. Now, granted, KYOTO are the bottom team in the Western Conference, but when you're missing 2 of your best players, still says a lot about your team when you have a 15-point lead with 6:18 in the fourth. Jones at the free throw line. Again, misses another one. Well, free throw struggles have been a regularity this year for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Kevin Jones, nice, good player. He's got to step up and make these free throws. Makes the second one. Well, foul has been drawn. Foul is going to be called against Kyoto's number 23, Ryota Hanzawa. Well, Kyoto come over there. Can they get something quick? That's much better. Finding Jones in transition. It all started with Matthew Wright. Good vision by the Gilas Filipinos player. Point ball game, under 6 minutes left during the fourth quarter. And now Nagoya is under 10 on the shot clock. Wright trying to be aggressive. Got to get something going here. Step back. Hail Mary. And that's going to be knocked out of... Wow. That looked like Smith knocked it out of bounds. Well, will we see a head coach's challenge coming up from Roy Rana? So the head coach's challenge has been called. Quick timeout. The referees will go to review this one. Let's have a look here. Well, I think that comes off of Joshua Smith. Let's have a look at this angle. This is better. Well, maybe not, actually. Maybe the referees had that one right. Maybe Check Diallo had the last touch. Well, what decision have they made? Oh, yeah, they changed it. So a successful coach's challenge by Roy Rana. Well, checking into the game, Rion Shibuta, and again, Check Diallo with the two-handed rim rocker. Well, big-time play. That cuts it down to 10 points. 5-0 run for Kyoto. If they keep getting more stops on defense, there's plenty of time left. Nagoya's got to be patient. That's good passing. Everton, mid-range. Can't get it. Kyoto can't secure the rebounds. I think that you just saw Ryota Hanzawa just said, hey, I did everything I could to stop Joshua Smith from getting the offensive rebound, but I couldn't keep it myself. And a timeout's going to be called as we'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, it's 4:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. KYOTO's going to make the comeback. They got to make stops, and then they got to convert those down the other end. Baseline possession to the Dolphins. Well, Smith just playing a dummy factor there against Check Diallo, faking him out. That's what I mean. He's more than just big size. You saw there, he faked it one way, then cut down the right. As Leon Shibuta only checking into the game for the first time here in the fourth quarter for the KYOTO HANNARYZ. Time winding down for Matt Wright, but he turns it over. Well, Bobby Ray Parks Jr. getting rejected, but the follow-up is good. And now Roy Rana with 4:16 to go, down by 14. Well, cool timeout as this team look like they're heading for yet another defeat here in the Japanese B-League against the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. A little over 4 minutes to go. KYOTO back down by 14 points. They got to find a way back, and they got to find it soon. Shibuta trying to find Kevin Jones. Time winding down yet again. It's just lackadaisical passes. So they have 3 seconds on the shot clock to get the ball inbound and try to get a good look around the bucket. And you can see Rayon Shibuta saying to his teammates, we've only got 3 seconds. They got to go quick, and they got to be efficient. That's a long pass. Jackson goes up, can't get it. Ray had the three-pointer, closed out by Matthew Wright. Ray Parks bumps, goes in, draws a foul, and he'll be going to the charity stripe. The foul is on Matthew Wright. He's had quite a frustrating evening this evening here, Matthew Wright. Right there, there's the first foul. There's the reach. Well, we'd like to give some shout-outs to those watching live on YouTube. So shout-out to Choi B, Salamat Belangel, Uwe Na. Shout-out to Nayal, Galabs, James, Siha, Christelis Young, MVP fans. And to Blossom Gang, Idiot Dolphins. Bro, come on, man. Just chill out. Get a life. No need to be negative. If you want to say anyone's an idiot, call Josh Bed an idiot. But don't hate on the players. Come on, man. Well, Shibuta currently in the backcourt, penetrating, finds Jackson. That's a good pick-and-roll scenario. But where has that been all game? Whenever this team goes to a pick-and-roll scenario, they play much better basketball. As opposed to playing isolation one-on-one. But can they get stops here? 3 minutes. Down by 14. Looks like it's going to remain Nagoya ball. Oh, Shibuta just offers a bit of energy here on the defense. Takumi Saito has been top player in this game so far. Step back, who's three? Well, what did I just say? This guy cooking it tonight, 18 points. Well, unable to connect. Another deep three. Three is up. Unable to connect again, but Etherton with the big rebounds. Well, Ray trying to go for the back door. Saito pump fakes. Nakahigashi tries for no man's land. Rain in three-pointers. Get your umbrellas out, but maybe call the electrician. Because this team, Nagoya, they're shooting the lights out here in Kyoto. Nakahigashi from downtown. Sugoi. 20-point lead for the Dolphins. Shibuta tries the three, responds beautifully. Well, Maribeth Sakai said, happy birthday to Bobby Ray Parks Jr. Well, Maribeth Sakai, it's my birthday in 5 days' time, but please do not try and guess how old I'll be. My white hairs probably give it away a little bit too much. 90 seconds. Nakahigashi made last one. Can't get this three. Shibuta left uncontested. Too short. Goes out of bounds, but it's going to go back to the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Well, Pratik Misha's asking for the three-point percentages of the Kyoto HANNARYZ. Well, it's not been a great night from the perimeter for this team. Well, collectively, I don't think you want to know. Kyoto tonight has been 6 for 28 from downtown. They have struggled immensely from the perimeter. Well, Jones has made 2 threes. Matthew Wright's 2 for 9. Well, the Dolphins, on the other hand, well, they've shot 41% from downtown. That's a phenomenal percentage. And quite frankly, that is the difference between these two teams. Justin Rao, how dare you say I'm 48? I'm going to be 34. How dare you? You've hurt my feelings now. I may have to block you on social media. I'm going to be crying. Deep three is up. No good. We're under a minute to go. Shibuta's made one. Again, the three-point percentage struggles still continue. Well, Maribeth Sakai, you know what they say about people that are born in February? Just humble people, that's what we say. Anybody born in every month, of course. Well, I'm born in February, my dad's born in February, my brother's born in February. My dog was born in February as well, who knows? Well, Pratik Mishra, yeah, you're right, you can't shoot 6 three-pointers. Well, what a game it's been for Takumi Saito. Saito currently 18 points, 8 assists, 0 turnovers, and 3 steals. Another 3 is up, and again, Ayasu Minasai, Sugoi, Dozo, Yoroshiku, big time three-pointer. Well, everybody just getting in the action at the moment. 20-point lead, a turnover. Well, Sakamoto got the steal. Dolphins are probably just going to dribble this one out. Well, Basel fans, we thank you for joining us here live on the YouTube stream. At the end of this one, 20-point victory for Bobby Ray Parks Jr.'s Nagoya Diamond Dolphins over Kyoto HANNARYZ. What a game it was. Salamat to Justin Rao for, well, first calling me 48 years old, but what a game it was tonight. Well, again, shout out to C Hot, the basketball fan with the incredible IQ. Calls it as he sees it, and he knows what he's talking about. C Hot, what a legend. C, I know you're in New Jersey. Next year I'll be in NYC visiting my parents in Manhattan, so we got to meet up, brother. But a big victory tonight for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, remaining in second position of the Western Conference. They're chasing history. They're chasing a B.LEAGUE championship, and they want to dethrone the Kings, the defending champions, the Ruku Golden Kings of Okinawa. San Neo Phoenix, like Nagoya Diamond Dolphins this year, have put themselves into playoff contention. What an unbelievable game it's been. Well, again, shout out to Emily Taiko, Maribeth Sakai, Nayo Galabs, Pratik Mishra, Sihad MVP, Christella Siong MVP, Maria Rosita Andres. Well, Christella Siong, thank you as well. You're going to be 34 years young. I'm getting old. Jonah Rosales. Shout out to everybody. Well, we are going to hear from KYOTO HANNARYZ head coach Roy Rana, as well as the MVP of the game and captain. So stay put if you'd like to see. Nagoya today had 5 players in double digits. What an unbelievable performance. Well, Takumi Saito, 18 points. Yutaro Suda, 11. Phenomenal performance of those two. Scott Edson had 19. And Joshua Smith, Baby Shaq, double-double. 10 rebounds, 14 points. Unbelievable performance from the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Seahart, Times Square, Jolly B, we'll do it, baby. My parents will be there in August 2024 this year, so we got to meet up, brother. Just hit me up on social media. Let's listen now from Coach Dennis.
勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
8連勝となったんですけど、この好調の理由は何だと考えでしょうか。
Getting back to Dolphin style, you know, in the second half in particular tonight, we showed that again. Great disruptive defense, rebounded the ball well, getting out and running, and that's who we are.
ドルフィンズバスケットに戻ってるだけです。邪魔してディフェンスで邪魔してリバウンドを取ってそのまま走ってそこから点取る。それが後半よくできたと思いました。
はい。京都と対照的だったんですけど、スターターそしてセカンドユニットのタイムシェアというのはすごく印象的で、元気な選手が常にコートにいるという状態だったんですけど、そちらに関してはどのようにお考えでしょうか。
It's important for us, you know, with the style we play. We want to be aggressive on defense and run. We've got to get high rotations, and particularly being a foreign player down right now, it's putting a lot of pressure on Scott and Josh, so it's important to try and rest them where we can.
うちのバスケットスタイルにしてはやっぱりフレッシュじゃないと走れないというところがありますので、だからそこを強調はしていますね。特に今外国籍1人いない中、ジョシュ選手、スコット選手に負担がかかっているのもそこを減らしたいというためで、いろいろローテーションをたくさんしています。
わかりました。試合後にありがとうございました。Thank you very much.
ありがとうございます。Hi to Neymar if he's there.
Well, that was some very impressive Japanese head coach Scott. Obviously talked about his team's ability to close games out there and the traveling fans making the journey from Nagoya here to Kyoto. And a big win for them nonetheless as they get ready to finish this season off and make them officially championship contenders. Well, they went from 0 to heroes just this season.
須田選手お疲れ様でした。岡田と言います。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
須田選手といえば3&D の選手なんですけど、試合の中で心がけていること、何に重きを置いているか教えていただけますでしょうか。
そうですね。シュートに関しては、自分のスペースができたら積極的に打ち切ろうというところを意識していて、そこはブレずに、入ろうが入らないが、そこは打ち続けるという心意気でプレーをしていますし、ディフェンスのところでもやっぱりスタートで出ることが、今シーズン多いので、そこでチームのトーンセットをしっかりできるように、そういうところを心がけて、プレーしています。
はい。試合前のアップをちょっと拝見したんですけど、しっかりと体のメンテナンスをしてなかなかシューティングまで移られなかったのが印象的だったんですけど、その辺は自分のルーティンにされてるんですか。
そうですね。もちろんシュートを打つことも大事なんですけど、その前の段階というか、その前の体の準備 の方がどちらかというと大事で、シュートはそこまで打たなくても自分の感覚さえ確かめられれば自信持って打てるというところがあるので、
はい、
その準備というところで、すごく大事にしています。
なるほど。最後にですね、バスケットライブをご覧のドルファミの皆さんに一言お願いいたします。
はい、今日も本当にホームゲームかのような声援を僕たちいただいて、なかなか厳しい戦いでしたけど、最後しっかりと話して、勝ち切れたと思います。また明日、1試合京都でありますので、ぜひぜひ会場に来ていただきたいですし、またバイウィークも入りますので、バイウィーク前最後の試合ということで、僕たちも全身全霊を込めて戦っていきたいと思いますので、ぜひ応援のほどよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。試合後にありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Well, that was Yutaro Suda of Nagoya Diamond Dolphins, and what he said was, I'm always aiming for a shot whenever I have time and space. It's something I'm always looking to do in a game, and that's what he is, a three-point shooter. And also he talked about the good defense is what he's working on to try and improve. During the warm-up, he's always checking on his form. Important form is one of the important things, and how many shots you take during a warm-up. But also he said, thank you for the wonderful support from all of the visiting Nagoya Diamond Dolphin fans. Even though it was an away game, he acknowledged that team. What a great following they have. Well, here are the highlights from the game. First half was good action. We were all locked in at 44 apiece. I mean, Kevin Jones just had a phenomenal first half. But the problem was indeed the fact the team didn't show enough consistency. There was a shot coming up. Kyoto showing signs they were going to be able to compete, but look how quickly Nagoya just get the ball up the floor. That's what I like to call the capital punishment of basketball. But Jackson throwing it down with no regard. That was a big-time dunk, but again, look how quickly Nagoya get the ball inbound and a three-point punishment. This team wastes zero time whatsoever. Well, that was a three in the corner. That tied the game up. But you kind of felt if they had a little bit more of that in their arsenal today, probably could have been different for Kyoto, but they capitulated in the second half. Scott Etherton, how many wide open looks did this man have inside the paint? It was just too easy. And that was a nice dump down. Reverse layup, beautifully tucked away. Well, Hanzawa had some good moments, but it just wasn't enough. His big man, Baby Shaq. That's a case of being too big, too strong, and just too good. But look at the fake here by Matthew Wright. Well, Wright had some good moments, but right here, turnovers really cost them. Well, there was a deep three-pointer, iced away. And that was indeed the icing on the cake. Well, there was a nice throwdown, of course. And that's why he had such a phenomenal game, Scott Etherton. And the passing was just too predictable. Coming up with a steal. That was only the second three-pointer for Matthew Wright in the game. And that just gave them a glimmer of hope, but not quite enough. That was the problem Kyoto had, keeping Josh Smith off the offensive boards. Well, the fourth quarter was a rampage. Ray Parks reverse layup. Quiet night for Bobby Ray Parks Jr., but enough to get the job done. Well, Jones showed signs of promise. And there's Jeff Diallo with a two-handed rim rocker. The two-handed jam, Jeff Taylor likes to say. It was just that kind of game. Transition play, Bobby Ray Parks Jr. 8 wins in a row now for Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Well, they could tie with Ruku for #1 spot in the Western Conference. Remember, Ruku Golden Kings, defending champions. Nagoya just sitting right behind him. That was the end of this game. Big victory for the Dolphins. As Coach Dennis liked to say, Dolphin style. Well, there are your stats of the game. 6 for 30 from the perimeter just wasn't enough. 11 for 27 for the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Both teams equal on the rebounds, and you think 17 offensive boards for the Kyoto HANNARYZ. Probably could have been a bit different for them, but it just wasn't meant to be this evening. Well, turnovers were an issue. Kyoto at times just showed they couldn't take care of the ball. Well, they're your top scorers. Kelvin Jones finishing with 20 points. Scott Etherton getting his double-double. Takumi Saito and Joshua Smith combined total of 32 points, 18 coming from Saito. Well, only 10 points tonight for Matthew Wright. Well, again, if you look at the other categories in this game, Saito did have 8 assists. It's just a regular day at the office for him if you think about it. Smith getting a double-double, as we mentioned, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Unfortunately, in the case of Kyoto HANNARYZ, not many individual accolades been picked up. Jones did have 7 rebounds, was close to getting a double-double. It was Cheikh Diallo who led the rebounds for them, along with Jackson. Well, right next for these two teams, they will meet each other again. Yuta Okada along with Takumi Saito, both leading with the assists. Saito having 8 of those, 2 away from his double-double. Phenomenal performance, had 3 steals and 0 turnovers, for that matter. Okada did pick up 4 personal fouls. At that point, he did have to leave the game, but we'll show you some of the key fixtures coming up as the head-to-head. Okada with 4 points, only 7. Great job there by Takumi Saito. 18 points tonight, 2 assists away from that double-double that he didn't get. But the win was what mattered most to the Nagoya Diamond Dolphins. Well, key fixtures coming up. Sun Rocket Shibuya will be going up against Shimane Susanna Magic in Game 2. Akita Northern Happy Nets hosting the Seahorses of Mikawa. Toyama Grouses could be getting relegated to B2 next season as they take on Sendai 89. And Shinshu Brave Warriors will be up against Kai Soto's former team, Hiroshima Dragonflies. Well, there's your selection for the Japanese national team for the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers. For those interested, I will be commentating Japan's first game against Guam. That's going to be live on Courtside 1891. Quite a few selection of Japanese and naturalized players. Can only pick 1 naturalized player for the national team. That's quite a lineup. Quite a team to be looking forward to. Gilas Pilipinas will be up against Hong Kong and Chinese Taipei. I'll be commentating the Chinese Taipei game for Gilas Pilipinas. So make sure you subscribe to Courtside 1891 to get your pass for the February window. Remember, if you subscribe to one pass, you get to watch the Asia Cup AfroBasket, Eurobasket, and America Cup qualifiers. It'll be a great 5 days of international basketball. And these players are in the pool selection to represent the Akatsuki's 5. Well, basketball fans, as always, it's an honor and a privilege of mine to be here with you to commentate games of the Japanese B.LEAGUE. A huge shout out to Japan's B.LEAGUE for streaming these games live in English. Like I say, arigatou gozaimasu, sayonara, salamat and pa'alam. Thank you and goodbye to all the fans watching live. It was a great game here in Kyoto. More Game 2s to come tomorrow. And I think if you switch over, San and Neo Phoenix currently playing against Tokyo Alvak. The great Jeff Taylor, the voice of international basketball, commentating that game live at the moment. Well, I am your commentator, Josh Bett. As always, it's an honor, it's a privilege. But thank you, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow for more games.